Welcome. Welcome to another podcast session. And our title is No Excuses. Have you ever wondered why we spend so much time making excuses? And all that does is to keep us at the same spot. Does it help? You tell me. Tell me in the comment section whether complaining makes sense. I think it doesn't. Anyhow, before we go any further, please subscribe to my channel. You've been watching, so clearly you like the content. So subscribe. Share your comments because I want to talk to you. This is a community. We're building a family here. And share the content with someone who needs these messages. Now, what does excuses lead to? Let's go back to that now. Complacency. You are dissatisfied with your life, yet you're doing nothing about it. So what's the point in complaining? What do you hope to gain from all the complaints? Remember, nothing will happen until you make a decision to move. Are regrets holding you back? Regrets for missed opportunities? Could you have had that job if you were better prepared? Did you miss an opportunity to become a business owner? Or are you sitting in a space where you're blaming someone else? They did not give you the job because they released you from that opportunity or from that job because you were demoted because, and you keep blaming. Finding someone to put the blame on. Well, today I'm saying to you, take responsibility for where you are. Nobody else can do that for you. Others may have wronged you, but are you going to stay in that space? I'm saying to you, no. Get up. Make some plans for what it is that you want to do. You have to take that next step. And let's talk a little bit about what you can do. Do an assessment of your current situation. Ask yourself some questions. This time that I have, what can I do with it? Stephen Covey, author Stephen Covey, said, in that space, you have the freedom to choose what you want to do. Do what you always wanted to do. I'm sure there are dreams that you've had that are not being realized. Why not begin to look at those opportunities again? Think about where you want to go. When you leave your home, do you plan where you want to go, or do you just go? If you're taking a flight from one country to the next, you may have the address for where you're going, but you don't know where it is. So then you need someone to guide you, someone to take you there. So let's make it a little more real. We're traveling from Jamaica to Atlanta. You're attending a conference in Atlanta. You have the name of the conference center, but you have no clue where that is. You will need to get an Uber or someone to pick you up at the airport to take you to that address. Well, I'm saying to you, you may not have a clue of that particular destination where you want to go, but you know you want to move out of where you are, and you have plans to become a business owner. You know you have the passion to do something. Is it art? Do you draw? Do you paint? Do you sing? Do you play an instrument? Do you like sharing your knowledge with others? Perhaps you want to be a teacher. I don't know. So you want to think about the skills that you have. And then when you put that on paper, you determine, okay, let me do my research to see how to get to that point. So you want to make those plans. Focus on what is most important to you to help you to determine that career path, that entrepreneurial path. Where do you find the passion? Is it with work when you're working with children, working with the elderly, working with the youth? Do you find that you're always playing around with the computer and you can figure things out? What job do you want to have that you will not feel stressed? It will not even feel as if you're working. It will feel like fun. Think about that. That is probably where your heart is leading you. Don't fight it. Go with it. Entrepreneurship is wonderful for some of us who are restless. Let me tell you what. For years, I've been going to work, enjoying my jobs. I've always enjoyed any job that I have. Might have been one that I didn't really like. But you know what? I found that I was a bit restless because there was something in me telling me that there's more. I need to be serving more people. And because I went through a painful journey in my life, it woke me up to the realization that I was not willing to settle anymore. That can do it. And if you were released from your last job, if you were released from prison, and you are confused about where you want to go, I'm saying to you, let that pain propel you to the path of success. Learn new skills. Understand that sitting there and wondering and watching other people make things happen in their life is not serving you well. You must make a decision to have what it is that you need for yourself. Nobody's going to give that to you. You must do that for yourself. Nobody can make that decision. Only you can. And I want to remind you that the time that you're wasting, you will never get that back. What will your life be like if you do nothing? What does it take to make that decision to do something? Whatever it takes, whatever strength you need within you to move forward, just start. Take baby steps. Consistency is the name of the game. When you start, don't stop. Keep going. Even when you feel as if you don't want to go, keep going. Can I tell you? Last night I read something about a career coach. And after reading it, I felt inadequate. I said to myself, oh my goodness, she's doing so well. And then I I said to myself, I had to have a conversation with myself. I said, but Megan, this is a global space. There is room for everybody. The people that this lady is speaking to may never hear my voice. And those that I speak to may never hear her voice. The fact that we're focusing on the same groups of individuals doesn't matter. Competition is good. Healthy competition is really good. So I'm saying to you, get out of that space of regrets. It does not make sense to have regrets, regardless of what I've gone through in the past. It is left there in the past. It's not moving forward with me. I've closed that book and I'm writing a new one on my life. I'm saying to you, you can choose to close that chapter, or you can choose to close that book and start writing a new book. The choice is yours. As some of us would say, the adage, the ball is in your court. Are you going to play it, or will you just be looking at it? And I want you to remember something. You are not alone. You are not the only one who have felt self-doubt. You're not the only one who have had delimiting thoughts. You're not the only one who feel as if you're not enough, or you have felt at times that you're not enough. Many of us have felt that. I have felt those same feelings. I've had those thoughts. But I leave with you my usual thought. Believe in yourself. You were released from that job, from that prison, to shine. Blessing. Hello, and welcome again to the Release to Shine podcast. Today, though, I just want to focus on my book, which is available for sale on Amazon. Get your copy. Whether you are a career or job seeker, you need to read this book. There will be something in it for everyone. If you believe you won't benefit, take a copy for someone who will. But everybody needs to have a copy of the Released to Shine Career Guide. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you in our Thankful Tuesday and our podcast. Blessings.